Hello everybody, I'll give it that minute to let people log on. Major talk, major share really. Quite the phone calls up to this point in time. Just had, see if that stays put. Hopefully it does. That might not be live now. There we go, everybody's coming on. Okay, hello everybody. I wanted to wait and give a major talk. I'm taking a pause as I talked to an archbishop here. Got all through Quebec, but an archbishop out west. I'm not going to say who yet. But it's given me pause as the Canadian Council of Dioceses, which is all the archbishops and bishops, has given me pause as maybe, just maybe, we may have something here for the 28th that can be put together. I might be able to put it all together for everybody, meaning UNSCP 5, which you have to win. That is the top dog in this world on this very issue that can absolutely command our Canadian government and bind all politicians, absolutely. They have no say in nothing. And to do that, I believe, everybody, requires the First Nations, Canadians, the ICC, absolutely, as the UNSCP 5's court, which means you need the UNSCP 5 even win that court or even to get an investigation. You have to have the support of the ICC's ultimate boss and authority, judge, jury, executioner. And you also need the Catholic Church, which means you need Pope Francis, which I believe we have with his press release, but we need absolutely the Canadian Archdiocese, which brings me to where we are right now. So talking to an archbishop, it seems clear that that's what they would like to see. So I have Karim Khan, who needs resources. He also needs to be able to prosecute with the blessing of the UNSCP 5, which I think we can do if we take the church with us. And I think they're ready to go. That means the church agrees to provide the resources, whether that's financial or other, and support right here in Canada on those sites, and to assist against the government of Canada. I think they will. I think they will. I think after my talk today, I think they will. Which means the presentation I'm going to put forward, and for the First Nation law firms to explain this to all of them, I'm going to do a joint email and another public presentation that I will put absolutely on Facebook. I'm going to work on it tonight when I get home. That's what I'm going to do so that we have absolute success going forward, meaning we're going to see an investigation not only go through, but we're going to see all politicians to account. I put in the title how this versus is going to have to be that I believe will give absolute success for all those affected by the genocide of residential schools. And who we can hold to account, absolutely. I'm going to articulate it tonight. I'm going to put that out. I'm very encouraged, everybody. Extremely encouraged. I like the timeline of this. I have many more bishops and archbishops' emails. It was a fantastic hour after work on the phone. Very productive. I'm still going to continue all week, but I'm going to shift gears, send these emails out to those archbishops and bishops I have, and of course the Canadian Council of Dioceses, as well as out to the First Nation law firms. I'm going to do that and see what everybody has to say, put everybody together in one talking point, and I'm going to give the build, and I'm absolutely going to add Karim Khan, the prosecutor for ICC, in it as well too. So they're all parties will not be left in the dark. And of course I'm going to reinforce with the over 1,600 signatures of the sons and daughters of Canadians and First Nations who want to see this go through. As Pope Francis stated, I have them. Many First Nations coming on board, as well as 2 law firms, several businesses as well too. So thanks everybody. I really do see this going forward. I was upset yesterday, a momentary lapse of feeling sorry for myself, thinking that somehow the Canadian government's going to treat me fair, as though they treat everybody fair, right? Yeah, right. So this is the path forward. Stay the course. It's going to get exciting here, and don't worry, Facebook. It's going to be presented to all of you on Facebook. And by the 28th, all of these combined letters will absolutely go to the UNSC P5. June 28th, next Monday. We'll spend all weekend on it, making sure every one of your names is on it. And let's hope with this next presentation I put out, we get some archbishops and bishops, if not the entirety of them. Imagine that, the entirety of the Canadian Council of Diocese bishops and archbishops, all of them. Imagine that. Let's see what the First Nation law firms think of that, and let's see if the other 12 don't come on board with us in a real build.
In 800 meters, continue straight onto Ontario 407 West.
As they really are. That's what I'm doing. A regular Joe Jane, just like the rest of you, but I'm a builder. I've worked 4 years at this to get the right narrative that shows absolute success, that holds our
Continue straight onto Ontario 407 West.
Our politicians to account, not the Canadian people. Real, true accountability and real international law that no Canadian government can escape. This is for the provinces, territories, and absolutely the Canadian government. Past, present, all the way through. That's how we're going to get it done. Let's do this right. Thanks, everybody. Please share. It's tremendous. It should be shared. Get it out there. It's huge. It's huge. It's going to be huge. Thank you. Bye now.